Hello, it is your girl, Miss Kimmy. Okay, so this reading, actually, no one requested this. Okay, very unprovoked, but I just saw this couple and I was like, oh, I gotta read them. Okay, this is KJ Smith and Skyh Black. Now, they're both actors in a Tyler Perry movie or TV show or something like that. And I've actually never watched it. I've just been seeing their faces lately. They got married and I think they were viral because of how much he supported her while she was pregnant, something like that. I don't know. But anyway, I decided to tap in a little deeper. So just as a disclaimer, I'm not reading any cards. I'm looking at pictures of them and I'm also looking at their birth charts. So first thing that I heard when I looked at them together was opportunist. And it was on his side, but it's not the type of opportunist where it's like, I'm using you. It's more like, cause I did see that she's older than him, but it's more like, this is my opportunity to have like love in my life. Okay. Like I'm not letting this go. Like he sees that she's someone who is stable. She's mature and it's like, yeah, I need that in my life because maybe he kind of lacks that stability in his own life, or at least he feels like that. It also is feeling like a lot of people claim to like him, but they really don't. Like they want to be seen with him. Okay, look, the man is gorgeous. He has a nice body. He's an actor and all that stuff. But people don't really see the real him. And in a way, okay, KJ doesn't quite see the real him either, but she accepts him for who he is. And that is all he needs because he's very tolerant of people. Since he is a quirky person himself, it's like, you know what? I have no business judging other people for being weird, but people judge him for being weird. Like he likes the weird parts of other people. It's just that people don't like the weird parts of him. So it's like, every time that he thought he was in love, he wasn't. It's like he's always the one who likes them more than they like him. And I really hope I make that make sense, right? People are enamored with him. They are infatuated with him. They see all kinds of things that aren't really there when it comes to him. But, when it comes to him, like the him who he is on the inside, people are not seeing him. So it's more like a thing where, you still may not see me for real, but at least you hold space for me. He's the one who's more attached. He's very emotional and people don't expect that because again, the man is gorgeous. They see like his face is like freaking flawless. If that's your type, because he's not everybody's type, right? Some people like men who are a little thicker, men who are darker, lighter, whatever. Not everybody is going to be everyone's cup of tea, but he is very conventionally attractive. And people might look at him and see, wow, this is someone who can make me look good. This is my arm candy. But then he starts talking and the weirdness jumps out. OK, then you can see that he's weird. He thinks differently from other people. He is very emotional. He gets very clingy. He has like a corny side, very corny. And people who like him for his looks, they try to ignore it at first because it's like, yeah, okay, everybody's a little corny sometimes. But no, he's like super, super freaking corny. And they're like, ew. Like it becomes a turnoff for them to the point where they're just like, yeah, don't call me, I'll call you. Oh, I'm so sorry. So he's faced a lot of rejection in his life. And I think that's where they can really relate to each other because she has also faced a lot of rejection. It seems like she's really naive. And that has led her into situations where, okay, basically same thing. She likes the person more than they like her. And she ends up all heartbroken and lonely and, oh my gosh, why me? Why me? And then along comes this guy, Skyh. And he's like, I like you. And she's like, wait, you do? And he's like, yeah. And oh gosh, she has a lot of insecurities and I don't think he cares about any of them. Like, it's kind of cute. You know, it's cute when she thinks that, you know, he's this superstar who, you know, everybody wants. Low key on the inside, he's like, don't nobody want me. Okay, yeah, they might act like they want me, but they don't want the real me. So in that regard, he thinks that, you know, she's one in a million, like you actually like me for me. And the gag is there's still parts of him that she won't understand and she won't quite connect with, but that's okay. Like, as long as you ain't cheating. Yeah. And on his side, I'm hearing, was it Backstreet Boys? I don't care who you are, where you're from. Anyway, as long as you love me, like whatever you got going on, okay, your insecurities, you dramatic, you nah. As long as you love me, she has staying power. And that might be another thing that is like something that I'm not going to say he lacks staying power. It's just that maybe he does a lot with his career, like traveling a lot. Maybe he changes his mind a lot. Okay. Maybe he can't really keep his head on straight for real. And she's someone who has like a daily routine. You know, on Sundays, we do this to prepare for the week. We meal prep. We count the calories. You know, he may be good at counting the calories, but only for the purpose of staying in shape for his career and for his image. But when it comes to actually counting the calories because of health reasons, he's not the best at it. But she's someone who keeps, you know, like a pill case with all the little supplements and pills and things that need to be done on a daily basis. Like, she's really good at those things and he just is not. So it's like she low-key keeps his life in order. And that's something that he needs. He does not have that structure. And on his side, like, he has the emotional intelligence that she may lack. Because again, she's very structured. She has her daily routine. She does what she's supposed to do. She gets things done. She pays her bills on time. But when it comes to connecting with her emotions, sometimes she don't have it, you know, like, because again, I'm stuck with my daily routines. I have to do these things. I don't have time to sit and wonder, how I'm feeling about it. Like, she's kind of out of touch with her emotions. And that's something that he's really good at because he's a very emotional person. He also may have had to learn discernment very early and boundaries. Like, this is someone who just really wants to give his heart. He wants to give it all to somebody and he hasn't been able to because people are users. Okay. People will use you, especially for your image. And y'all, again, okay. Yes, he looks good and he's conventionally attractive, but imagine coming from a family where you look like everybody in your family, right? Like, he probably got some uncles, dads, cousins, whatever, who were a problem back in their day. And he looks just like them. You know, now they've aged, they got older, but you know, he's this age and he has abs and all this other stuff, but he looks just like them though. So they treat him like, you know, that's my goofy cousin, you know, my homeboy or my brother, my son, you know, whatever. Like, in his family, he's just an average guy. But when it comes to when he steps outside of that circle and he's in the world, people treat like falling all over him. Like, hey, Nikki, asthma. Like, hey, Sky, you know, and it's just like, ugh. Like, he's looking at these people like, are y'all are desperate at something? Or y'all weird? Like, it took him a while to really realize he's attractive. Because again, in his family, he's just a regular guy. And maybe even as when he was younger, he may not have been, you know, the hot shot. Like, he may have just been a regular guy. He's someone who may have had to grow into his looks. And I'm seeing like a little chubby kid. Like, he had to carve out his facial features. And like, now it's like, whoa, that's what was up under there. So it's like honestly, his energy is taking over this entire reading because it's really, I think he realizes that he has a lot of insecurities. So again, he has no business judging someone else for their insecurities. So it's like whatever insecurities that she has, he's okay with it, because she has physical insecurities. He has internal insecurities. What if you get to know me and don't like me? What if I say something weird and it scares you away and you think I'm corny and lame and, you know, stuff like that. And she's like, well, what if you don't like my body? And it's like, girl, I don't care about your body. Okay. You know, you love me for who I am on the inside. I don't care what you look like on the outside. Oh, and yeah, that might have been another thing. He may not have been someone who cared about looks very much, but then kind of as he rose to fame, I guess, I don't know, as he glowed up, maybe people were telling him like, why you dating that girl? Or why you with, you know, this chick and she don't even look good? And he's like, well, I like her because she loves me for who I am. So now it's like with KJ, she's kind of the best of both worlds. She's someone who looks good on the outside, even despite her insecurities. That's her own business. But to the outside world, she looks good. She's a pretty girl. And looking at some of these old pictures of her, she's definitely had some work done to her face. So she may not have felt like she was pretty, but he saw her and thought she was gorgeous. But she also is someone who cares about him, holds space for him, understands him, and she also keeps his life together. She keeps him straight. She keeps him on a straight and narrow path. And it's like, this is all I could ask for. So yeah, she's the best of both worlds. She's not just some gorgeous girl who thinks he's lame. And she's also not some ugly girl who loves him for who he is. She's like, you know, the pretty girl who also loves him for who he is. That's all. The man does not have that many standards. Okay. He does not have that many standards. Okay. The fact that she's 3 years older than him, cool. That means you're more mature. Okay. That means you're not playing around. But yeah, definitely feels like he likes her more than she likes him. And it's not, I don't want to say that in a way like she doesn't like him. It's just that he is more tolerant of her insecurities, and she kind of don't care about his insecurity. Like, they don't care. That's the thing. Okay, both of them have insecurities, but both of them don't care about each other's insecurities. Like, I just really hope I'm driving that point home. Okay. I'm not really, let me see if I'm getting anything else. I think that's about it. There's going to be some clashing. Okay. Because she might think that he doesn't like I said, she's the more responsible one. She keeps everything tight. And he is kind of like, well, today feels like this, so that's what I'm going to do today, you know? And she might have some problems with that. Like, he's too open. Like, you know, you ask somebody which restaurant you want to go to, and he's like, oh yeah, wherever you want to eat. And it's like, dude, where do you want to eat? I don't know, whatever you have a taste for. And it's like, okay. So she might kind of feel like he needs to assert himself more, because again, he's very easy to please. He does not have that many standards, which at first seems cool, because it's like, okay, someone who actually likes me and doesn't care about my insecurities, thinks I'm pretty and all that other stuff. But then it's like, he becomes kind of a yes man. Not because he's kissing her butt, but because he genuinely just doesn't care that much. Like, it's not that deep for him. Like, okay, we can go to a Mexican restaurant or we can go get Italian food. I kind of don't care at all. Let's just eat. And she's like, but what about this and what about that? And it's like, you know, she's the one who does all the worrying and she's the picky one. So it's like, look, you just pick something and I'm going to show up because I don't care what we eat. I'm just hungry. Yeah. So that might kind of get on her nerves a little bit, because she likes to move with intention, and he just moves by how he feels that day and, you know, what the vibe is. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hit that like button. Never forget that you can change your life if you can change your mind. Love you. Bye.